Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sacred Sundays with Energy Healing with Steve and, well, Earth Holistic.
Hello, hello.
Okay, so yes, we're a couple minutes late, but
Busy
you know,
Sunday.
yes, super busy Sunday actually.
Yes.
Um, okay, quite the long weekend for me, or the whole week off. Hello, Exo Miss. How are you?
Yeah, I wasn't sure I was going to make it back for this. I got stuck downtown. Oh, well, I haven't been downtown in ages, and it's like all of Queen Street was ripped up because they're putting in a new rail line or something down there. Anyway, so we were at Kensington Market, and I was parked in the beaches just
Yeah,
off Queen Street. So I had to make my way back because I got a ride with my son and they were going to stick around. And I said, I have to go because I've got this live. And it took me an hour and 15 minutes to get back to my car. Insane.
yeah. Hello, Aesthetic Yogi. Thanks for joining. Um, So Exomis, yeah, we're okay. I think we're how can we say this? We've had a busy weekend, and I think we just made it in front of the screens like at the last
Yeah.
minute, rushing, which is probably why we look a little disheveled.
Speak for yourself. I worked hard on this do.
Oh, that's funny. Okay,
I
bear
think
with
it's
me here.
so I'm probably a little bit
Yeah.
sun. Beautiful day today. Really hot, but nice.
All right. Okay. So we're just going to wait another minute or two because we did start a little late. And then our typical program or the way we do things here is we go through the weekly tarot reading for the general collective,
Hmm.
and then we do live audience readings. So,
Okay.
yeah, so stay tuned for that, especially if you have a question. That should be roughly in about 15-20 minutes. And then I will do the disclaimer since we're here. So, our disclaimer obviously is we read tarot and we don't read tarot for medical advice, legal advice, or financial advice because there are experts in all those fields. And we are for arts and entertainment purposes only. And I'm going to put that in quotes, my big rabbit ears. All right. So hopefully everybody's week has been good. And I do want to say one thing. I do want to apologize. We weren't on last week because we were at the India Bazaar. Hello, Bear. Thanks for joining. Yes, so we were at the India Bazaar all weekend last weekend. It was great. I had a good time. And hello, hello. And yeah, great people came to visit for tarot readings.
It was
You know
busy.
what? It
Goodness.
was yes, it was busy, and I really, I enjoyed being able to provide clarity for people and being able to do that reading because it's just,
Yeah.
it's what we love to do, right, Kat? So
Yes, we do.
it's fun. Don't mind me. I'm lighting some sage, and before we get started, Kat, would do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Yep, I already did my Palo Santo, so I'm free to go. So, my name is Kat. For those of you who don't know me, my company is Well Earth Holistic, and I'm a Reiki master and an animal Reiki master, and I am also a maker. So, I make a lot of homemade things for bath and body, for pets, for household. I grow a lot of herbs in my garden and I use those in my formulations. So, and I infuse everything I make with Reiki. So my goal is to help everybody achieve optimal health through removing toxins from their lives. We do that through growing our own food and making our own products, and also managing our energy through Reiki.
Excellent. I do want to acknowledge one thing before you go with your cards. So Bear indicated that she had a reading with me last week at the India Bazaar, and it was extremely helpful. Thank you. I'm so glad I was able to help. And Sandy, thanks for joining. So Kat, back to you, and let's get the reading started.
So one thing I forgot to mention is that I don't read tarot for money. I am a tarot enthusiast. I think the cards, I've been fascinated with the cards, probably for 3 decades now. And they're just a great tool to build your intuition. I think a form of divination is a good thing to practice for everybody, whether it's tarot or a pendulum or runes or whatever have you. It's definitely something to explore, and it's very good to strengthen that third eye. So Steve was kind enough to invite me to join him on these lives. And so I pull 3 cards as well. We pull the cards for advice for the collective. So the collective being whoever happens to be on the live or watching this recording later. If you found yourself here, it's because the cards have a message for you. I read, this is my deck. It's the Aquarian Tarot. It's an Art Nouveau type deck that I absolutely love. It's the one I use the most. And my deck calls wands rods, but it's the same thing. So I pulled a couple of court cards and a major arcana. And so my court cards are the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, the king is a master with his money. He understands the financial markets. He knows where to put his money when. He's brilliant with that. But when he's upside down, that depending on the other cards that you pull could mean different things. I feel the way he's aspected with the other cards I'm about to share with you, this points to corruption. I feel like this is a card representing corruption. And then we have the Knight of Wands, rods is my deck calls, but wands in reverse. The Knight of Wands he acts. He's got clarity of mind. He moves forward on projects. He's one to get things done. But when he's in reverse, he's dragging his heels. He's doubting himself, right? It's like an inverted, when the card's upside down, it has an inverted meaning. So the advice that I get is that if there's any of you out there that are struggling with those feelings of, if you feel like you're surrounded by corruption, or you're feeling tempted by it, or you've maybe got some work that you just can't seem to get into your work, or you're just doubting, your confidence isn't there. There's the third card I pulled was the Judgment card. So the major arcana is telling you that there's going to be some epiphany for you that comes out of all this negativity that's surrounding you, or that you feel maybe is sort of taking you over or preventing you from moving forward. There is going to be, this could be a lesson that you're meant to learn. You're meant to go through these and experience this negativity and these, whether it's people around you or things that are happening, because you're going to come out of it with more spiritual wisdom from it. So important lessons this week, or that you've been having, you've maybe been dealing with this, but this is what's going to come out of it. So pay very close attention, learn the lessons that you can learn, and realize that it's part of your soul journey. Steve, what are your thoughts on these?
Yeah, so you've got 2 cards right in the beginning that are reversed. And, like you mentioned, the King of Pentacles is all about business and finances. And when it's in the reverse position, okay, what that really is indicating to me is that you're struggling to get to that point. You're struggling to get to the point to be that leader, okay? And then the next card, you've got the Knight of Wands in reversed. Again, another struggle, another block that's happening this week for you guys. So when I see those 2 cards together, what I'm seeing is you're struggling to get to the top. Maybe your projects are not working the way that you want them to. They're not reaping the rewards that they should be, right? So let's keep that in mind going on this week. And then the last card you've got is Judgment. So like you mentioned, Kat, it is an awakening, right? So at the end of the week, keep an eye on this. If you get some kind of, intuition, some kind of hit, some kind of slap across the face to say, you know what, these projects aren't working. I either need to change what I'm doing or let them go. So keep that in mind. So that's my take on your cards. And I just want to welcome Ahmed, Seashells, Love Bug Blues. Thanks for joining. Stick with us. We will be doing live tarot reads. And I will go through my cards this week. And it's very interesting, guys, because the cards I pulled are completely different than what Kat pulled, but yet they're giving the same message. So let me explain. So the first card that I pulled right here is the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is somebody who is very, very smart, very intelligent. They are methodical. They go into something with plans. They don't just run into a burning building. They have a strategy for it. Okay, and it's very action oriented. So I want to say that the rest of my cards are all swords this week. So swords is really all about written spoken word. It's about contracts. It's about finding truth or speaking the truth. So keep that in mind. The second card that I pulled is the Page of Swords. So this is somebody who's giving you messages about truth, maybe starting new projects that involves a lot of mind thinking, a lot of thought processes going on. So it is a new beginning. And interestingly enough, that moves over to my next card, which is the Ace of Swords, which is also a new beginning. But with the Ace of Swords, the difference is the Ace of Swords needs more refinement, okay, in the projects, in the new beginnings. So it's really like just an idea, just a thought, and you're not really sure how to carry it on. Whereas the Page has matured a little bit more, and even though it's a new beginning card, it really is, there's a little bit more thought processes to it, but there's still the same level of carelessness. Okay, now when I look at all three this week, we're going from high cards to low cards. So we're going from the Knight to Page to 1. And what that's indicating to me is anything that you're working on this week involving thought, involving projects, even possibly creativity, okay, or contracts, or speaking the truth. It's going to be like as if you went in, you had a plan in place, you went in, and when you went in, you have discovered the fact that, you know what you had in place, your plan, is not really working. And it's going down, down, down to the point where you need refinement. So it's like you're going to have to start at the scratch by the end of the week. Okay, so whatever it is that's happening, just follow the path, let it happen, and you're going to go through and you're going to notice at the very end, it's not what you think it was or how to tackle it. You're going to have to take that plan and refine it and start over again. Okay, so what do you think, Kat?
Well, I think it's interesting that we both pulled 2 court cards.
Yeah.
This week. So it feels almost to me like these are individuals. These are going to be, it might be that the cards are just pointing people out, saying, hey, you over there, the young man, the young woman, or the master of money. It's time for you to sit up and take notice. Like, it really does feel like the cards are really pointing to people with both of what we pulled this week. And the fact that you pulled all swords. So, we both pull cards because we have, there's messages for the collective, and you're going to get the message you need instead of the message that you want with these. But the swords are, like you say, it's like all the same theme. It's all about the communication aspect, or even swords can also mean politics and ambition, right? It could also be that there's some ambitions that you're trying to realize, and there's an opportunity this week for you to achieve those ambitions. And it's a fresh start. Could go with the Judgment card. Could be like, this is another side of realizing the place you are in your soul journey, and having an ability to take action, everything being right and ripe for you to take that action. Your swords are all like point, 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 right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
wake up, wake up. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. So that's the message for everybody this week. It seems like it starts off with somewhat of a good week, and it ends up with a little bit of a challenge or an awakening. Okay. Okay, Anna, thanks for joining. Margaret, thanks for joining. We're just about to start our live readings for the audience members tonight. So what we will ask is Kat picks up, hello, Mother, Mother of Many Ideas, thanks for joining. Kat picks a signifier card. So what that means is she's looking for your astrological sign, if you're male or female, and if you're under or over 30. So if you have a question or you would like a general reading, please put that in the comment box, and also those 3 criteria that I've asked for, and we will get right to it. Sandy, I see you've already done that. So we'll start off with Sandy. We'll go from there. So again, under or over 30, your astrological sign, and male or female.
I'm gonna start taking notes. Who's what? So I feel so silly asking. It's like I should know, but we read for so many people that it's hard. So we're reading for Sandy first. Did I understand that correctly? Okay.
Yeah, females, Pisces, and over 30.
So that's the she is my Queen of Cups.
All right. So I see them coming in. Fantastic. Okay, everybody, hang on. We're getting there. Okay, so there's like six in a row. All right, so we'll start with Sandy.
Queen of Cups.
Okay. All right. So I've got the card for Sandy. You want me to start?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, Sandy. So it seems like this week might be a good week for you, based on the one card that I pulled, but we'll see what Kat pulls. You've got the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is a victory card. Okay, so I'm not sure if you're working on any projects, because Wands typically talks about creativity, it talks about passion, and it talks about projects. So these are projects that you could have a definite passion involved. So combine that, right? So it might not be work, it might be side things related, that you hobbies or anything like that. And the 6 of Wands is victory or recognition. You're going to be recognized for a good job being done, so to speak. Okay. Kat, what did you pull?
Queen of Swords. So you're going to have to pull out all stops when it comes to your communication, the strategy behind this. Whatever this victory is going to require from you to be very assertive and to be very communicative and clear in order to ensure that it's a success. So
yeah, Sandy, I look at the Queen of Swords and my card, and what it's telling me is you're able to cut through the bullshit.
Yeah.
You've got that sword, the Queen, she's very firm, she's very direct.
Yeah.
So whatever you're working on, be like that, and because you're going to become victorious. Okay, so if that makes any sense, if it resonates with you, let us know. Okay, next we're going to move on to Seashells. Seashells is on the YouTube channel. Seashells is woman over 30 and Leo.
Queen of Wands. Or Queen of Rods, as my deck calls it.
Yes. All right, let's see what we got for Seashells. Okay. Did you find yours yet?
Nope. Go ahead.
All right.
Oh,
So
there it is.
seashells, I've got the Five of Cups. Okay. So the Five of Cups is a little bit of a card a little bit about despair. Cups is an emotional card. It's about love, romance, relationships. And what this is telling me, so you got the five, but in the picture itself, 4 out of the 5 cups are turned over and spilled, but one is not. So what it's telling me is that potentially you're looking at the negative aspects around you instead of focusing on the one that's positive, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to change your perspective. Okay, so forget about these negative things that are going on and focus on the positive and explode that, expand that, explore it. What do you got, Kat?
Well, it's pretty negative.
Ah,
So easier said than done, maybe. Seashells. You feeling a little betrayed right now? Are you feeling as though you've hit rock bottom? And I mean, kudos to you for the 5 of cups. Like that's really not. That's I feel like that's you trying to rally. That you're really choosing your best attitude based on this. So good for you, but just focus on just one foot in front of the other and take it one day at a time, because yeah, it sounds like you're struggling right now, but the good thing about this card is that the only way to go is up.
yeah,
So it's whatever difficulties you've been plagued with, this is it, it's over.
yeah.
And
So
things are, yeah.
yeah, so seashells, the Ten of Swords is like being backstabbed 100 times over, but like Kat said, it is at
Yeah.
the end of the cycle. And I
Mhm.
think being backstabbed or hurt or manipulated is going to leave you feeling this way. It's going to leave you feeling that you're focusing on the negatives instead of the positives. And I think, if this relationship that you're in or whatever it may be is coming to an end, the one positive thing you want to focus on, which is on the 5 of cups, is what is the lesson that you learned, right? So keep that in mind, because that helps us stay focused and gives us a path going forward, right? So seashells is saying just feels like I'm outgrowing this person. I'm trying to focus and stay focused, just feels off. So absolutely, I think this probably resonated with you, right? Okay.
Listen to your intuition. Your intuition is never going to lead you astray.
Yeah. Okay. Sandy did mention, she said, yes, it does. Thank you. I have been wanting to finish a couple of things I started months ago and been wanting to get some time to get them done. Yeah. Tell me about it. I'm in the same boat. It's just been like Kat and I have been so busy. It's unreal.
Yeah.
Lady, thanks for joining. Okay, so let me just take the next one here. I believe it's Mother of Many Ideas. Female, under 30, Aries. Yay, another Aries in the house.
Page of Wands. All righty, Page of Wands.
You're welcome, seashells. All right. All right.
Wow, that came up quickly. Sweet.
All right.
So sweet.
All right.
And these are all general reads, right, Steve? No one's asking any questions.
So far, yes, it's just general. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, you go ahead since yours came up.
Well, the cards are reminding you that you're a very powerful young lady and that you've got talents that you're probably not using that you could be using. So don't sell yourself short. If you're whatever you're going through in life right now, you've got more than the power you need to not only succeed but elevate yourself. So this is a great card. Really
Yeah,
good card.
so that's the Magician.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mother, I've got the 7 of Cups. Okay, so if we
Hmm.
look at this card is really all about having an abundance of options or an abundance of choices. Okay, and it's basically saying, you know what, hurry the hell up, make a choice, make a decision, let's get on with it, right? And with Cat's card, you've got the ability to manifest what you want. So,
Hmm.
really, make that choice, you're able to manifest it.
Yeah.
This is such a positive reading, right? So, keep that in mind. It's amazing to have a lot of options. Sometimes it can be confusing. Um, but the fact that you've got the magician there,
Hmm.
girl, you got it going on.
Whatever choice you make is going to be the right one. You just have to trust yourself.
Yeah,
Um, because the Seven of Cups can also mean confusion because
yeah,
you've got too much choice and you're just like, I don't know what to do. But you've got what you just have to trust yourself and pull on that intuition, and it will lead you. And like Steve says, the manifestation, in addition to having a strong intuition, you've also got the ability to actually manifest
yeah,
from thin air. So
yeah. Um,
good for you.
Yep. Okay, so hang on, bear with me here. The next one we've got is. Oh, geez. The comments are scrolling. So I just want to read Mother of Many Ideas. I've been wanting to change my career and been an entrepreneur and start my plant business, so I shall. So, see, there you go. You've got a lot of options happening.
Yeah.
So that makes perfect sense. So,
Yeah.
manifest the thing that you want, right?
Do it.
Okay. So, XO Miss K. Oh my God, my eyes are horrible. Pisces over 30 female.
XO Miss K.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Queen of Cups.
All right.
XO Miss K.
Ooh, that one just popped right up. Okay, so I'm going to take this one.
Go for it.
Okay, XO Miss K.
And Miss K, yours popped up for me too. So this is interesting. The cards really want to talk to Miss K. Love
Yeah,
it.
I've got the six of, oh my God, what is it now? The Six of Swords. Okay, so Six of Swords is really indicating that you're moving away from rough waters into something smooth. Okay, so maybe somewhere in your life there's a little bit of turbulence going on, and you've realized that, and you packed your bags, and you're getting the hell out of Dodge, and you're moving into something smoother, something quieter, calmer. Kat, what did you pull?
The Emperor.
Interesting.
Yeah. So the Emperor, he rules with an iron fist. This is somebody who's master of himself as well as his surroundings. So this decision to move, don't know if that's resonating or not, but this is clearly karmic. It's something that is going to elevate you to a position of a little bit more, maybe more authority, maybe more inner confidence, and it's a step along the soul journey. So don't know if you've been sort of doubting the move. Maybe you're in the midst of a move, you're not sure, but the cards seem to be saying it's positive. It's a necessary step for your own growth and even maybe ascension. What are your thoughts, Steve?
Yeah, I mean, man, these two cards can mean a lot of different things. So XO Miss K is saying yes. Absolutely. So if you're moving, this is the way you interpret the card, okay, or thoughts of it. The other
Hmm.
thing too is you could be influenced by the Emperor. The Emperor could be a father figure in your life, or it could be somebody that is very specific, that follows rules and is a leader, is very direct, very strong, very powerful. So this is
Hmm.
somebody, when they walk into a room, you cannot miss them. You know their energy is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also be a
So
father figure. It could be, there it could mean that there's just sort of a strong fatherly presence involved in that move too.
yeah,
Uh,
And
Yeah.
that strong person that's around you could be either influencing you in a positive direction to say, you know what, follow your dreams and follow your passions and go move away to smoother area, or that could be the cause of your issue, which is why you want to move or go to smoother water. So hopefully that resonates. But either way, your outcome is you're getting out. You're getting out. So that's a
Both
good
of
thing.
these cards jumped out really quickly. To me, that means something. That means that it's like they're saying yes, 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 yes. It seems positive to me. That's the feeling I get.
Yeah. And so I'm getting a yes from Miss K, and this is right on the nose from Sandy. So yeah, I feel like you guys all know each other somehow. I don't know why.
They all got together and said, let's get on the live today.
All right.
Who's next?
We've got Miss K saying, thank goodness, thank you, thank you, thank you. And Sandy saying, that's my sister. So yes, fingers crossed for Miss K. Bring it on, girl. All right. And mother of many ideas, and it's her aunt as well. I love this.
The family gets together and does Sacred Sunday. That's awesome.
I love it. Bring it on. You guys are always welcome back.
That's
okay,
great.
I have one Love Bug Blues. This is on the YouTube side. I'm just finding. Okay, so we've got Sagittarius, female, over 30.
Queen of Wands.
And I've got this from, I'm going to put it on the screen now. It says, will the Aries break? No contact. If yes, when? Thank you. I'm not sure I understand that question.
I'm interpreting that to mean there's an Aries that's not talking to Love Bug Blues right now, and Love Bug Blues wants to know if that silent treatment's going to end.
Yeah. So just for everybody that's on the lives, just know I'm teeter-tottering between YouTube and Instagram. The program I'm using, I can put up the comments from YouTube on the screen, but I cannot do that for Instagram. So, but as you know, I'm going back and forth.
All right, this Aries. What's going on with this Aries?
So, okay, this one came flying out. So,
go ahead.
All right, so I've got the Queen of Wands.
That's her. You pulled her signifier.
Interesting, isn't it?
That's interesting.
So, Love Bug, the Queen of Wands is, well, this is representative of you right now, but it could also be someone around you, okay? So the Queen of Wands is someone who's got a lot of passion, a lot of fire. She's very creative. She's very talented. She's independent. She can be controlling, okay? So just keep that in mind. But, you know, she's been through a lot in life. That's why she's sitting on her throne. She's a very feminine energy. Okay, so keep that in mind. Let's see what Kat pulls. Lily, thanks for joining.
So this could be a young man who's also a fire sign. This is the Knight of Wands. I don't know if this... So this is... Yeah, this might be the Aries because this is a fire sign. This could be a young man. So he's showing up in the cards. We don't have a, when, but it looks like maybe he's thinking. That is so weird. We pulled up her and him.
Yeah.
or I don't know if it's a him, but it's a very, very male, masculine, young male, masculine type who's a fire sign, which is Aries.
Yeah, so, absolutely.
The cards seem to be saying, yes, he's ready to speak to you again. And I would say imminently because he's showing up in the cards. I don't know, Steve. What are your thoughts?
And yours was the page, right?
The Knight.
The Knight. Yeah, the Knight. Okay, so the Knight, so Love Bug is saying, wow, thank you. The Knight, be careful with the Knight of Wands, right? So if this is representative of him, he's going to come crashing through that door without thinking twice, right? and without
Yeah.
thinking of any consequences. So this kind of a night may blurt things out without controlling, without having a filter, that kind of stuff. And just be careful of your emotions when that happens. But you're the queen.
Yeah.
You're standing strong. Okay, so you're standing strong.
Because the knight represents quick action. That's another reason why I think it's imminent. And there's a, I get the sense that there's a connection there that I don't know who initiated the no contact, whether it was you or him or her. I'm sorry, I don't want to make assumptions. But it feels to me like the no contact isn't really making a difference. There's still a connection there. There's still a cord. So
okay, so she's saying it to him, and they are divorced.
yeah,
There's
a cord there.
Yeah,
there's
absolutely.
A cord. So I don't think the no contact thing can really last. I don't know if you have kids together or not, but there's something that's holding you together energetically. Since I had. So
okay, let's go back.
I'm curious.
I gotta go back here to the Instagram and see who I have missed. Margaret, Pisces female, over 30. Okay, and Margaret saying, quick reading, please. Absolutely, Margaret.
Margaret.
And then Aesthetic Yogi, hang in there because you're next. So, Margaret. All right. Okay. Okay. Did you find yours?
Almost. You go ahead.
Okay, Margaret. I've got the Ace of Cups. So here we are. Okay. It's a beautiful card. The Ace of Cups is about new beginnings. It is all about new passions, new love, new, it could range anywhere from like a new relationship starting to a new passion of a project beginning, right? So let's see what Kat pulls.
Yeah. So I've got the Page of Swords in reverse. So this is about communication, about strategy, and there may be some obstacles there. There may be something that's keeping you from communicating or message. There's information trying to make its way to you that's being blocked for some reason. I don't know if your email is not working, or if you've got server issues, or if it's just like miscommunication. Communication is one of those things. It's a bit of a lost art. Everybody thinks they can do it, but it's the first place where things break down. It really is. So, so this is maybe just the communication issue has to be sorted in order for. Sorry, what was it you got again, Steve?
I got the Ace of Cups.
Ace of Cups. So there's,
yeah. So Sandy, sorry, not Sandy, Margaret. What I feel like is, I don't know if you're trying to start something new, some kind of a new project, new passion that's happening, but you've got that Knight of Swords in reverse, meaning to me, maybe that contract that you need to sign is not happening. Maybe you're not being able to communicate what you really want, what you really love to start. This is an interesting read because it can go in so many different directions. Let us know if this resonates with you, or even a direction, like a topic that it kind of resonates with you, right? So, because it is a general read.
It does seem to me to be saying that if you can sort out the communication issues, that will pave the way for that new relationship, or whatever the cups is representing. Usually cups means relationships, right? Feelings. So, whatever that is, if it's just, you need to sort the communication out around it before you can achieve success with it. That's the feeling I get.
Okay, Margaret, hopefully that made sense to you. Next we have Aesthetic Yogi. So Margaret's saying no, not really. So hang on to that, Margaret, because sometimes what's going to happen is within this week or shortly, something may come out of that. Something may resonate. And I've done readings where it's like, I will say something and the person's like, no, it's not really resonating. But then 10 minutes later, they're like, oh, okay, it relates to that. So just hang on, hold on to that thought, and see what happens.
Let it stew for a bit.
Okay, so aesthetic yogi, male, Virgo, currently right on the border. So 30 years old, turning 31 in August.
Okay, so I'm gonna, let's say Knight, Virgo, so Knight of Pentacles. Aesthetic yogi.
All right.
Knight of Pentacles.
You're welcome, Margaret. Blessings to you too. Okay, I've got another card that just popped out.
Okay, you go ahead. I'm gonna be another few seconds here.
Sure. I'll wait a little bit because I know you're still shuffling.
I'm actually selecting now. So, Knight of Pentacles.
Okay, so I'll start off. So, aesthetic yogi, I've got the Queen of Pentacles. So let me show you the card. Okay, so the Queen, she's somebody who's very self-sufficient. She's done a lot in life to where there's an abundance of resources coming in. So it's not necessarily always about money. It could be about, different job opportunities. It could be energy. It could be time, whatever you would consider a resource. Okay. Now the Queen is also, she's very generous and practical. So you could be somebody who does give back to the community in that sense. Okay, so let's see the card that Kat pulled.
So we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. So it's almost like you've got a boundary up, you've got a wall up, and you're really just at the point where you could have taken the wall down, but you're sticking it out for some reason. I'm not sure if there's something that's holding you back. Like the Queen of Pentacles is a manifester, right? So she manifests things. But it almost feels as though you feel like you're just overburdened with obstacles to manifesting. Those two cards aspected together make me think that it's again, and it's not that it's the reality, it's just sort of in your head. It's something that you've put up yourself, and you're struggling to let your guard down, I guess, would be another way to put it. What are your thoughts, Steve?
Yeah, it's interesting. So I look at it from a different perspective. Okay. So when I get that, your card in reversed, typically in the upright position is about having, your boundaries, your border set. Okay. But in the reverse, to me, it's almost like you're being vulnerable. You're letting things come through. Now, if I put the two cards together, aesthetic yogi, what I'm seeing here is I feel like you're being very generous with your time, with your resources, and you're being vulnerable to the point where people could be taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
Right. So be very careful. I do know you very, very little, though. I do know you. So I do feel like you have a very good heart. You're a very good person. Just don't let people take advantage of your kindness.
Yeah.
All right. Aesthetic yogi, if that makes any sense whatsoever, please let us know.
Hopefully it did.
Okay. Who do we have next? Right. So aesthetic yogi is saying, wow. Okay, we do have some comments. Bear with me here. I know that I'm pretty sure it's Lily. Okay, yeah, I think we're getting to Lily now. So Lily, hi guys, could I have advice for the week, please? Hello, Andy. Thanks for joining. We will get to you shortly. Lily,
she's Queen of Swords. I think she's a Libra. I think I remember Lily being a Libra.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And aesthetic yogi saying, yes, will sit with this reading. Thanks, Kat and Steve. You're very, very welcome.
Our pleasure.
Ah,
All right, Lily. What do you got for Lily?
okay. Okay, you go ahead, Kat.
Still looking for her.
Mm.
It's in here somewhere. Hiding
Okay,
from
so
me.
I'll go.
Yep.
You've got the Page of Cups. So here's the card. Very pretty looking card. Okay. Now the Page of Cups. This is about a new emotional experience. It is about someone who's they're sensitive. Okay. They could be moody because if things don't go your way, you're going to react very quickly. Pages are also messengers. So there may be someone around you that's a page that is behaving in this perspective. Okay, that can be moody. It could also represent a new romantic encounter. So it could be a lot of different things. So let's see what Kat pulls, and maybe that's going to narrow it down.
I don't know why this
No.
10 of Swords. Again, I
Oh,
shuffled. Okay, you all saw me shuffling. Lily, how are you feeling right now? Are you feeling are you feeling a little bit like you're just really worn right out? Or I don't know if you're feeling like you've got more enemies than friends nowadays.
Yeah, Lily, was there something new on the horizon for a romance and it just didn't work? So she's
Yeah.
saying again, 10 of Swords. Yeah, that to me seems more towards what this is kind of saying. Like, I feel like there was a new beginning for you somewhere along the lines, and it's not panning out.
Yeah.
Um,
Or the rug was pulled out from under you or something with it. It wasn't taking off. And you know what? When that happens, as much as we want to try to control our lives and to a certain extent, I guess we have some control, but you kind of have to pay attention to where obstacles jump up, because that's the universe telling you you're taking the wrong path and you got to go another way. So sometimes these 10 of Swords moments, they gut you, but they're really a sign to say, go this way instead. And I'm shutting a door, but here's a window, and take this other path because the one you were on was wrong.
so she's saying someone from the past, I guess. Yeah, Lily, it could even be a friend. It might not even be a romantic relationship, right? Because the Cups is about it's about love in a general sense, right?
Yeah.
So it could be a friend. So keep a
Yeah.
thought of that, of something that may have happened pretty recently, and it just didn't pan out. Some new passion. Okay. All right. So before we continue, I just want to welcome to quite a few people: Constance, Liliana, Lily, all on the YouTube channel. We're doing live audience member readings. All right, so let's go back to Instagram for a quick second just to see if there is anything else that I'm missing here. That is it. Now, back to YouTube for a quick second. Okay, so Lily on YouTube is asking, here we go. I'm going to put it on the screen. You're welcome, Lily on Instagram. All right, so Lily on YouTube. This is her question. Lily, what I'm looking for, because Kat pulls a signifier card, if you're over or under 30, your astrological sign, and I'm going to assume that you are a female. So Lily, if you can let us know that, Lily B, that is.
We've got Sagittarius, so I know Wands is the suit. I just need to know whether she's a page or a queen. So
yes.
Whether you're over or under 30, Lily, please.
And, to everyone on the live as well, general readings, they're going to be general. So if there's a specific topic or a specific question, we can tailor the cards to that specific topic or question. Lily B is saying over 30 Sag female.
Okay, Queen of Wands. Thank you, Lily. Yep, these are, like Steve says, these are just really glimpses into quick. One card draws are great for yes and no questions or just really kind of general. But if you want, you're often not going to get the full picture. So a full read with Steve will give you a full picture about what if you didn't like what the card said, how can you change the outcome? How can you redirect it? Questions like that can be asked in a full spread. You can get a lot more information. Okay.
Okay, Lily B. Let's see what we got. Okay, we've pulled this cup. We've pulled this card earlier. It is a cup. So
Okay.
I will start while you find yours. Did you find yours?
I've got mine.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll let you
Will
go.
I meet the one in my new life overseas? Okay.
I will also say that she's saying a couple of other things, so read them. Yes, she's super stressed. She's leaving everything behind and have moved on to a new life.
So it may not feel like the outcome is like it's the right one, but it may not feel right. Right? There may be something that comes up that sort of like seems to be unfair. It might feel unfair, but it's actually the way things are meant to be.
Yeah, and so Lily B. So basically, these two cards, what I'm gathering, and basically from a couple of comments you had made, I feel like you were possibly in a relationship with somebody, and for the longest time you were focusing on the negative and looking for justice. Okay, and you couldn't find it. You couldn't find the justice. You finally found the fifth cup, okay, which is the cup that's filled in this card, the only one, and you got up and you left everything behind, like you mentioned. Okay, so let us know if that resonates with you, if that's what was happening in your life. You were looking for justice and you just weren't getting it, and you finally just decided to get up and pack your bags and go. Daniel, thanks for joining. So
So the question is she going to meet the one? It doesn't feel like a resounding yes to me, but I don't know that it's a no either. I think there is some life lessons. I think this journey is important for you because it's good. There's going to be some lessons that you have to learn. And if you're feeling drawn to do it, doesn't matter why, but it's definitely a journey you have to take. So
and to go to further answer the question, with the Five of Cups, it's showing a little bit of despair. So yeah, just be careful for that. Lily, she's saying yes, it does. It's exactly why I'm here now. A new journey. So that makes sense. I feel like you're getting away from a relationship either that you were in or just something not good. So we're going from there. I don't see any other questions, and we are at 9:56, which is fantastic. You're welcome, Lily B. If there's anyone I'm missing that asked a question and I don't see it in the comments, please, let us know right now. Oh, Andy, shoot. Andy, hang on. Yes. Andy, could I have can I ask? Hang on. There's the question. I see it. Okay. Hello, can I ask how many children I'm going to have? Oh, geez, girl.
Okay, this should be interesting. Is Andy a queen or a page?
I can't remember. Andy, can you let us know if you're under or over 30, please?
And her sign.
Your astrological sign.
I know we've read for her before, but she's one of the ones I can't remember. I'm going to write it down, Andy, for next time.
So, Andy, I just will say one thing. Predicting numbers with tarot it's difficult, like time frame, numbers, but we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Okay, this came out. She's Queen 30 Libra.
Queen of Swords. Okay, Andy, I'm gonna write that down. Queen of Swords. How many kids is the Queen of Swords gonna have? Let's see. It'll be interesting if we get two completely different numbers, won't it, Steve? We'll have to add them together, I guess.
Yeah. And for some reason, I'm not going by the number on the card this one, Andy. I'm going by the image. Okay.
Yeah,
So
okay.
let me know when you've got yours, Kat.
I'm going to let my intuition guide me for this one too. And we'll put them up at the same time. Is that what you're thinking?
Sure. And then we'll explain.
And we'll explain, yeah. Oh, girl, where are you? There you are. Okay. Oh.
All right.
Ready?
So, yeah. What did you get there?
I got the Emperor.
You got the Emperor. I've got the Six of Swords. So again, this came up earlier tonight. Okay, so Andy, if I look at this image right now, which is what I want to go by, I see one child. And you can see the one child in the boat and the mom holding the child. Okay. So that's what I'm getting. Kat, what did you get?
Yeah, I get that too. I get too that this child is going to be a leader. This is like an only child. Like an emperor is like an only child, right? Like only children have a way of they're very mature, very young. They're very comfortable around adults because that's all that they have. And this would be, yeah, it feels like an only child is what I'm getting too.
And Andy, keep in mind, the Emperor, it resonates with the astrological sign of Aries, right? So if your child is born in the season of Aries, then there you go.
Yep. There you go. Let us know, Andy. We're going to expect a full report. Is that right?
All right.
Awesome.
Okay, I think that's it. I don't see anything else in any other option here. Okay, so I do want to say thank you to everybody that's watching and joining, and please come back. We love doing this, as you know. You're welcome, Andy. And I will say, like I said, thank you. We'll be back again next week, Sunday, 9:00, and I'll leave it up to Kat to close it off.
So we are very honored that you join us today, that you make it a family affair to get on the Instagram Live and join us and ask your questions. We love to do this. It means a lot that you entrust us to this practice of getting advice from the cards. And we invite you to come back as often as you can and tell your friends. We're trying to grow the audience. So tell your friends about us, and maybe more family members will join. We'll have a family night every Sunday night around the cards. So
there we go.
Awesome. Have a great rest of your night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye for now.